YouTube? We are back with another Deals and Steals video. Every Wednesday we go through some of the online stores, trying to save us both some money on Pokemon cards. We're going to start off dropping some of the top comments from Saturday's video, and then we're going to get right into our stores. At some point, I think when we get to Rare Candy, at some point I do want to talk about Black and White. Looks like TCG Player has the Japanese and the English pre-order prices. A couple market prices up there for the upcoming set, so I do want to talk about that. We'll take a look at that. But to start, no Pokemon cards on Pokemon Center as usual. Alright, stopping back into Josh's cards, who had the deal of the week on Monday, the deal of the day, 180 on the Journey Together booster box. Obviously sold out. To be honest, I think it's sold out by Monday night. But we do owe Josh's cards another stop in at the very least. Not seeing anything really we'd want to buy here. A lot of different battle decks, V decks, League decks, Battle Academies, even a Venusaur, VMAX, a Dreadnought, a lot of that type of stuff. But I don't think there's actually any packs really from Josh's cards, and the Journey Together booster box is sold out.
And it's gone.
Alright, stopping back in, it's Smoke and Mirrors, couple Japanese booster boxes. I don't think they have any English this week at all. A lot of the cheaper sets, they have very good prices, like Scarlet and Violet Base, the Paradox Rift, stuff like that. The Heat Wave, I'm pretty sure Walmart right now has the best price on Heat Wave. If I'm not mistaken, they were down to like $65 or something crazy with free delivery. Terrestrial Festival here, definitely not a bad price, but everybody's pretty much at $80 right now. Smoke and Mirrors does give you that free shipping if you're over $150, so you could buy two of these and get the free shipping. If you do get the free shipping, maybe Smoke and Mirrors would be the place to get your Terrestrial Festival if you want it. And then they also have some of the League decks, Battle decks, all that type of stuff here too. $15 for the new Championship decks and loose Japanese packs. Gang, you guys know PokeLitics is quickly becoming one of my favorite new tools to use in the hobby. Whether I'm just adding stuff to my portfolio, buying or selling or trading on the marketplace, or I just need some advice, PokeLitics has been a massive help, and today I want to show you why. Gonna bring you guys into the server today, show you what some of the investment advice is like for the premium members. We got the Pokemon investment pick of the week. Right now, a Journey Together enhanced booster box. Current market price $204 all in shipped. No price changes in the last month, meaning it might have hit a floor. Time horizon, long-term hold. Liquidity level, investment grades, all words too big for Smokemon, but gang, there's everything. The chase card 150, all-time high of 260 around release day, and then even the notes from Mr. PokeLitics himself. This is exactly the type of stuff I'm looking for and what you get if you join PokeLitics, and right now you can use promo code SMOKE25. That'll save you 25% on your first month of PokeLitics. They also have a 3-day free trial. Try out PokeLitics, and I guarantee you'll be renewing your membership. Going back into the Card Coliseum, which never really updates and or has anything. $9 Shining Fates pack. I don't know the market on Shining Fates. I know it's not a very good set. I don't think you want to pay $9 for it. The Dragonite Premier Ball, pretty much the only reason we're here, I think. They got it for $50. A lot of people at $50, though. And then they do have these half booster boxes, but I don't really know what these are or why they're here. But if you do want them, they got some half booster boxes as well. All right, going over to Rare Candy. What do you got?
What you look at my eyes for? I ain't got no candy for you. See some candy?
Look at this. Apparently Rare Candy turning into whatnot. Is that what this is? Discover Open Auctions? I don't think I've seen anything under market price on this website the whole year of 2025, but they're starting with the whatnot auctions. And then scrolling down over here to the White Flame Black Bolt. Is that what it is? White Flare Black Bolt, here we go. Also, is this set the same in English as it is in Japanese? I don't know if I've ever seen that. Anybody know? Is that one of the first times this has happened? Regardless, first thing I just realized is that they're making a normal booster box and they're making a deluxe booster box. Had to stop in at PokeNE to try to learn what the hell's going on with these booster boxes. We will be back to check out the whole site. But right now, a normal booster box is going to be 20 packs with 7 cards per pack. And then, gang, am I actually reading this right? Is this what about to happen? At least with the Japanese boxes here? Deluxe box contains 4 packs, 35 cards per pack. Seeing the 35 right there. Each pack guaranteed at least 1 art rare. What? They're about to make 35 card packs in a booster box with only 4 packs in it? We'll get to the prices and we'll come back to PokeNE to actually see how the price is. But right now, that'd be $220. What is $220 divided by 8? Is that almost $25 a pack right now? 35 card pack with 1 guaranteed AR. I don't even know if you'd have the possibility to get multiple ARs. I would hope so at that price. I do not need 34 common cards and then 1 AR. The deluxe boxes at Rare Candy right now, $127, and the normal booster box about $115. Think we'll talk about the actual Japanese booster box prices when we get to PokeNE. We'll go stop in there in a little bit. Wanted to focus just on the English right now. Right now, Rare Candy selling them at pretty much 150. That's probably before shipping and tax. If we go to TCG Player, it looks like they're right on the market price at Rare Candy, at least almost identical to market price at about 150. I don't know if there's a difference between Black Bolt and White Flare, but we're going to just go off Black Bolt for now. So about 150 on the ETB here. Now, gang, for anybody out there asking themselves, should I do it? Is 150 too much money? Should I pre-order the ETB at this price? Take you on a little history lesson. Let's start with Destined Rivals. Let's make sure. There's Destined Rivals ETB. Let's start here. The graph on Destined Rivals, probably the most dramatic of all of them. Almost 350 on an ETB. That's a little crazy. I'm sure that wasn't right. Let's even go down a little bit to 180 on an ETB. And gang, right now, the market price on an ETB, if you wanted about $88, the graph saying $86. Maybe Journey Together would be a little different. At 125, we got a high of 125. Even if we go down a little bit, let's just say 100. Right now, a Journey Together ETB, $68, $68.70. Most recent sale, we're even seeing a 55. And you know what? Those are just normal sets, Journey, Destined Rivals. Let's look at a special set like Prismatic. Even the Prismatic ETB, which got up to about 150, and then around release day, which I believe is somewhere around here, 123, went up a little bit a month later. But now, right now, even the Prismatic ETB is under $100. Market price $99, most recent sale $93. So if you had to ask me, gang, I'd say you're probably okay not pre-ordering a Black Bolt or a White Flare ETB for $150 if you do have the patience and you believe in math and the history that has gone on in 2025. I don't think it makes any sense to buy this ETB right now. It is very possible Black Bolt and White Flare are better sets than Destined Rivals, than Journey Together and Prismatic. But even then, we have not seen any ETBs go up past this price. Right now, you'd be paying pretty much the highest price you could possibly pay on an ETB. I don't know if they'll ever go past 150, but I bet you in a couple months, especially after the set releases, they'll probably be down to about $120, $100. All right, regular Pokemon card section here. I'm going to scroll through a couple pages here. If I find anything, I'll shout it out. Normally, nothing at Rare Candy ever. If we do ever find a price that's under market, that's normally before shipping and tax and stuff. Rare Candy just seems to be a website full of a bunch of sellers who are trying to get market price for their items. If we see anything under market or at market that I think is cool, I will shout it out. Up here, I still can't believe these are here, gang. Chilling Reign ETB at $80. If you're looking to pick up a Sword and Shield set that is very solid, that has some top pulls, that could go up in price, I don't know if there's anything better than Chilling Reign right now. We saw Chilling Reign go up recently, but it's been pretty stagnant as of late, as we've seen Fusion Strike, Brilliant Stars, and Astral Radiance start going through the roof. Chilling Reign hasn't really done that yet, and to my knowledge, the top pulls in Chilling Reign are worth much more money than any of the top pulls in Brilliant Stars. Definitely Astral Radiance, and I guess I can't say the same for Fusion Strike, but even the Blaziken slightly comparable to some of the top pulls from Fusion Strike. Obviously, it's not a $600 Gengar, but Chilling Reign, easy top 5 Sword and Shield set. Right now, still sitting at $80 in ETB, pretty crazy. Obsidian Flames at $93, out the door, you'd probably be over market. Even the Shrouded Fable ETB, it's no more at $85, $95 before tax and shipping. I'm seeing a lot of people now at $240 for the Twilight. Every site I'm checking, Twilight Masquerade is more money than Surging Sparks. I can't believe it. Hilarious, I scroll down one row in a Surging Sparks booster box, more than Twilight. Most people have Twilight more than Surging Sparks. Alright, gang, I think we're going to be moving on from Rare Candy. Actually found really nothing at all. Let me know, has anybody actually bought stuff from Rare Candy? If you do, what exactly do you buy? Because I don't think they've ever had a deal. Sometimes they'll have prices at market price, but even then, that's before tax and shipping. What or why do people buy from this website? Let me know down below. All right, stopping back in at Miniature Market. Still have the Lily at $55. Prismatic SPC at $220. I just checked TCG Player. Think the market is officially under $200 for the SPC. Looks like about $195 on an SPC. All these prices, I don't believe any of them are all in either. Probably taxes and shipping and stuff. $50 on the surprise box, pretty solid, but there's a couple people at $50. Surging Sparks at $235. I don't think we buy Sparks at least at or over market. Couple decks here, binders, stuff like that. Is that it for Miniature Market this week? Alright, gotta stop back in at Revered Cards. We love Revered Cards. Couple things. I mean, just look at the Black Bolt and White Flare prices compared to what we just saw at Rare Candy, trying to get like $115 per box. These aren't deluxe, but this is still crushing Rare Candy. $85 per on each of these boxes. Or you get a little combination for $170 here. A couple ETBs, not horrible prices on a couple of the English ETBs here. And I think after this, we're going to go stop into PokeNE and we're going to see what the Japanese prices that he's charging and then go see TCG Player. I believe they got some Japanese market prices too. All right, going back to PokeNE here. Let's see. Loose packs right now of the deluxe packs are $30. Do we have a market price on that? Deluxe booster pack right here, market price $35. Oh my god. There better be some potential for god packs or something. There's got to be something with this 35 card pack. No way it's 34 common cards and then just an AR. Alright, so PokeNE $5 under market on the deluxe pack. Don't know if we saw anybody selling just the deluxe packs. The deluxe box right now at $120 for 4 packs. Do we have a deluxe box on TCG Player? Alright, the market price on a regular booster box, we're seeing $105. I don't know. Do you guys see it? I do not see the deluxe box on here. See the deluxe pack at $30, $35, so I'll assume $120 to $140-ish would probably be the market right now. And one more time, got to remember this, $105 on the booster box. So where's a regular booster box here? $95. Let's go. So PokeNE at $95. For Revered cards, I believe $85. Either of these sellers under market price. And gang, I'm not going to get all the graphs out like I just did for the ETBs, but if you remember, Japanese Journey Together, Japanese Terrestrial Festival, and Japanese Glory of Team Rocket, all those booster boxes were about $120 to $150 before and or at release. Now every one of those booster boxes is $80 or less. I think Journey or Battle Partners is about $65, Heatwave $65-$70, Terrestrial Festival about $80. So gang, I'm not a doctor. One more time, White Flare, Black Bolt, these sets could be incredible and maybe I'm wrong. But if history's teaching us anything, there is no reason to pay $120 over $100 for these booster boxes in Japanese. At some point, worst case, they should be about $80. Alright, English Pokemon card section of PokeNE. Looks like we got some updated stuff. Pretty excited. Most of the stuff's been sold out. Marnie or Steve at $28. That's not a bad price at all, but I think there's a pretty big discrepancy between Marnie or Steve. If I'm not crazy, both the promo and the sealed box of Marnie's at least $10 more than it is than the Steven. Alright, so if you try to add it to cart, you could actually pick. Now, unless like Marnie is crashing and it has come back to the same price as Steven, I think at $28 you buy the Marnie. It's definitely worth more than the Steven, or at least it was. $28 for a Marnie deck, not terrible. Don't know what it's going to be out the door. These were only, I believe, $16, $17 MSRP, I think. But obviously some of the most incredible promos, and I don't know if I've told you guys, but I did find some in store on release day. Had to pick up a couple. These promos, 15 times better than they even look right now. In person, these promos are incredible. Cynthia's Garchomp, an MSRP of $40, but this is a pre-order right now for $60. It looks like 2 Destined Rivals. I don't know, is that just 1 Journey? And it looks like almost 2 Paradox packs there. I'm sure Cynthia's Garchomp's going to probably have some promo value. I'm sure most of this trash over here is not going to have any value. Cynthia's Garchomp going to be a couple dollars. The Destined Rival pack's pretty solid. Everything else, though, kind of who cares? I think best case, these are $6 packs, maybe even less. Outside of the Destined Rivals and the 2 promos, I don't really think we want this box, and at least for $60, I don't really see the point. Destined Rival, this Eevee pack, dude, this is market price for some reason. This Eevee, I believe, would get you the best return possible on any Destined Rivals. If you found this at MSRP, you're almost 3 times MSRP just for an Eevee check lane. The Zarude, probably not as much, but yeah, that Eevee one is about $15. $260 on a, come on, $260 on a Destined Rival booster box, no thank you. They still have the Scarlet and Violet check lanes here for $6, that's pretty solid. And then other than the Armor Rouge box at a 10-cent discount, nothing really here. Most of the stuff out of stock still at PokeNE. Alright, stopping back into Forge and Fire, I think we'll be moving on quickly. Don't think there's anything here, at least anything new. Slashing Legend Stint at MSRP is okay, but I don't think we really need that thing at MSRP. They do have some sleeve packs here. I think they had Lost Origin at $12, Temporal Forces $650, Scarlet and Violet Base $650, Stellar Crown $650, and Silver Tempest at $10. Scarlet and Violet Build and Battle here for $26 too. I don't think any of this is incredible, but Forge and Fire does have just that $5 flat shipping. I don't think any of the sticker prices are wild, but maybe with the shipping and tax and stuff, it'd be cheaper to buy some of this stuff here. Alright, going over to Game Nerds. Strong Battle Styles booster box at $210. I still can't believe it. $240 Obsidian Flames. Here's the Silver Tempest, gang. It is in stock, and I just went to add it to cart. But now it's $330 at market price. You do get free shipping. So honestly, out the door and stuff, you might be $5 under market, maybe. The Morpeko's here for $60, but I think it's only 5 packs of Crown Zenith. You do get a playmat and these promo cards. I think MSRP was only $40. Probably not the best way to open up 5 packs of Crown Zenith. There's probably a cheaper way, but if you want a playmat, you like Morpeko, want the promos, could pick this up for $60. Shrouded Fables still here for 2 cents under $60. Today, everywhere I saw Shrouded Fables is over $60 if they do have it in stock. Destined Rival booster box still here at $250. This would come with free shipping. Alolan Executor like $1 more than the MSRP. Ogerpon $3 over MSRP. Twilight still here for, no, they increased it to $240. On Monday, it was still good. It was $220 on Monday, gang, or $219.97 with the Signature Game Nerds 2-cent discount. They have now raised it $240. I think everybody is at $240. I don't think we've seen a cheaper one yet today. Gang, this Eevee box right here, when this retailed, I believe it was $50 when Pokemon Go came out. This was the one collection box I actually never opened or owned. You get the Radiant Eevee, which is solid. We like a shiny Eevee. Believe it's 9 packs in here of Pokemon Go, which is currently at $6 a pack, I believe. So that's $54 just in pack value right there. I'm sure the Eevee's got a couple dollars in value just because it's a shiny Eevee. Think there's also a pin there to throw in. And there should be a playmat as well. I'd say a playmat at least a $10 value. So between the pack value and the playmat, you should be at about $65 in value. Not to mention the pin and the promo card. Also, can't really find these anywhere else. Game Nerds does have a pretty much almost all the Pokemon Go stuff available. And I think 65 is pretty good on the Eevee here. Obviously, if you don't need the playmat and you just want to rip packs, buy a Premier Ball. But if you do want that playmat, you want your shiny Eevee, 65 pretty good. Every time I scroll past this, I still have to stop and scroll back up. Astral Radiance more than Silver Tempest.
Right.
Classic collection here. I just want to talk about this now. We'll probably get into it on the weekend, but unless what I saw was a fake post, I think Costco might start having these in stock for like $150. I guess the Sam's Club at $200 didn't do good enough, and now Costco might be getting them for $150. Don't quote me on that. This weekend I'll try to have some more info. Lily here for $50 in Game Nerds free shipping over $75. If you do get the free shipping, this is probably the best place to buy a Lily if you're still looking for it. All right, let's see what Double Infinity Games got. They normally got at least one thing. Destined Rival bundle right here for $50. That's pretty good. And $250 on the booster box. Wow, gang, am I crazy? This might be the best pre-order price right now that we've seen today on Black Bolt and White Flare. We haven't seen too many. Most of the competition is just rare candy, so obviously not too hard to beat their prices. But $100, very solid. At about $100, I think a lot of that stuff I was saying about overpaying kind of goes out the window, because by the time this thing is at or gets back to 100, maybe under 100, it's going to be a couple weeks. I got no problem with you paying maybe $10 or $20 more than you should if you do want to open this on release day. 100 probably not bad. It might be about 110 or something out the door, in which case maybe it gets a little iffy. But if you could buy a White Flare or a Black Bolt for $100 all in, I think that's pretty good. $8 sleeve Destined Rivals pack market price. They still have a bunch of Pokemon Center exclusive ETBs. Don't really know too much about all the market prices on that, but if you are looking for them, maybe come in here and see how that looks. $50 Night Wanderer, very good. And I say it every week, but Double Infinity does have a lot of cool stuff here. There's like Pop Series packs, there's Deoxys. A lot of fun stuff that I can't afford. Pretty cool. Got a Journey Together Enhanced Booster Box for $200. Don't know if we've seen much Journey Together. Most people at $200 though. You definitely shouldn't be over $200. They got the Prismatic, the Accessory, and the Surprise Box, both at the prices everybody's at. I guess I'd call it market price because that's where everybody's at. I didn't check DCG Player today, but the best price I've seen on a Surprise Box from an online seller is $50. Some people may be at $55 for the accessory pouch, but majority of people at $60. $70 on a Battle Partners, but Walmart's probably got them beat because of that free shipping. Terrestrial Festivals here for $80. $70 Stellar Crown ETB. Obsidian Flames Check Lane at $6 here, and an ETB for $90. And they still have the Paldea Evolve Check Lane at $8, dude. Oh my god, gang. Rip and Ship Arena coming through. I thought it was all the same, and now they have the Journey Together booster box for $180.
Fire! Oh, fire! Oh my goodness! What's the procedure?
And look at that, you can add it to cart. Currently still in stock, $180 on the Journey Together. Still have Scarlet and Violet base, $200, depending on checkout. Might be a pretty good place to buy the Scarlet and Violet base booster box. All the other prices are still out of whack, but at the very least, we got a Journey at $180. Iono Belly Bolt's still here for MSRP, too. None of the other websites, I don't think, had it in stock, and if they did, it wasn't MSRP. You guys know my feeling about this. Don't think we need it. but it's here right now for the retail price of $40. They also have the Destined Rival at $250 for the booster box, so everybody's at $250 right now for the booster box. Obsidian Flame sleeve pack, $7. Okay, $90 on the Destined Rival ETB, pretty much market price. Let's go. All right, Rip and Chip Arena, $180 on the Journey Together booster box and $90 on a Destined Rival ETB, pretty solid. Going over to Safari Zone to close out the week, as is tradition. We got a couple things in this top row. Oh, they're sold out. Destined Rival booster box and an ETB for $320. That's not too bad. Everybody's at $90 for this and $250 for this, so that's about $340. As far as I know, from what you guys have told me, Safari Zone is all in out the door, at least on most of their prices. This is what you pay at checkout, which is incredible. This definitely wouldn't have been bad. Pretty much slightly under market price, and you would have gotten some free dragon shields or whatever these are called. Very good sleeves, I know that. Not bad, and an accessory pouch. If this was out the door, probably the best accessory pouch I've seen. But gang, that's going to do it for another Deals and Steals video. Every Wednesday we go through the online stores trying to save us both some money on Pokemon cards. Every Saturday we go through the major retail stores trying to do the same exact thing. And now on Mondays, I go through all the stores and try to show you guys the best deals of the week. You guys know we go live every Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday about 5:30 p.m. Eastern, giving away a bunch of Pokemon cards. It is a lot of fun. If you have not joined us for a live, try to catch us Tuesday, Thursday, or Friday. A lot of people been coming over from the Deals and Steals, stopping into the live. It is highly appreciated. Hope you guys have a great rest of your week. I'll see you tomorrow at a live or this weekend for another Deals and Steals.